I've left my cake for you all, so I hope you're all happy. First things first, everyone who's asked for a mention, this is your mention. There you go. Evening everyone. Hope you're all having a good time, I know I am. You all look wonderful by the way. Lovely dresses and suits. Shame we all seem to have turned it with our eyebrows though. I never really did catch on, did it, Ryan? I've been thinking about this speech for a very long time, wondering what to write, watching last week's speech on YouTube, asking people what to put in it. I constructed a list and everything. When Miss Baskerville pulled me into reprographing, a room which I had consequently never been in before, with a look on her face that made me not want to go in there with her, I was a bit worried. Then she asked me to do the speech, so I was a bit relieved. So I hope to make the right decision and I can do our amazing year group justice. So, almost 5 years we've survived this school. We've gone through 3 head teachers, 4 heads of year, 2 common rooms, 1 bomb scare, the open that, GCSE, and what feels like a million communions, all with the same hymn. Speaking of which, if you don't know Lord of the Dance off by heart by now, where have you been? And in these 5 years, we obviously learned that Crompton House prides itself on good behaviour, perfect uniform, and 100% attendance. Clarissa didn't get the message. Year 7, 2004, he arrived. Mr. Grundy was head teacher, and our head of year was Mrs. McAlpine. Basically, that whole year for me was a blur of biscuits in the canteen, different lessons, and being scared of anyone who's older than me. But I'd say, by the end of year 7, I was a bit more confident. I'd gotten some friends, gotten to grips with all the names of the room and my teachers. We had to change that, didn't we? They opened a new box and decided to put an N in front of every room name. And then a year later, they changed them again. Typical. In my opinion, the only good thing that came out of year 7 was box together rhinos and big photo frames. Don't pretend you haven't still got them though. Year 8 brought the final year of Mr. Grundy's wonderful reign. His legacy consisted of Mars bars, earthquake duty, a new boy with a ginger hair. I'm surprised when I say, even though we only knew him for just under 2 years, we were sad to see him go. Mrs. Harrison was our head of year, and the marker pen became very popular. I'd say a maths pen fight on the weather really was one of our finest moments. As we got over that little fiasco, we all started to wonder, who would be the person to replace good old Bill at their head? Well, rumours started flying about straw caps and lovely pairs of shorts for the boys. Right at school was about to hit Crompton House. Well, that's what we thought anyhow. Year 9. Welcome to Mrs. Musgrave and a megaphone. This was hopefully the head of year and our last year of freedom. Although, we should all remember that important message from all our teachers, that facts were the most important thing we'll ever do in our lives. In between all the option talk, my personal highlight of this year has to be the bomb scare. I think I had it quite easy, set up in F2 watching Mythbusters with Mr. Pettigrew. Others, however, were turned into the dining room and squashed together like sardines. If only the hall had been extended at the time, could have all not fitted in here as well. I do enjoy the fact that even though the school was under threat from explosives, we had to remain on school grounds. When it ends up not snowing, we're all up for a day off. Year 9 was really the end of an era for us, the end of our days in lower school. For me, the end of 9A1, a pretty fit technology group in short. School life just hasn't been the same without them. Also, no more discos with Mickey D on the mic and Shelby giving us her wonderful at least we hope there'd be no more. No more messing about. From now on, it was all serious work. Fat chance. And even though Slate managed to yet again fail to plan a party to send year 9 up with a bang, Lee definitely saw year 9 up in style. Class in everyone. I did wonder what a conga line led by past the window. Not something you see every day. GCSE year. Yippee. All those options we ignorantly thought were such a good idea now seem like the biggest mistake of our lives. We were also introduced to the bane of our lives for 2 years. I need you. It's a very pointless, long, and drawn-out process. One which wouldn't go away. I'm leaving this class, and I know I've been scared to go into the common room some morning with Miss Rousseau there waiting for the time. Year 10 brought the privilege of our first common room. Granted, it didn't have enough chairs or tables, but we got through that because of the prime views of the Year 10 office. Mr. Bailey in his pony coat, amazing. And him splitting up rat wattles, well, that was something very special, it has to be said. The geographers of that year had a good time. Swanage and Iceland. The story of nudist beaches and glaciers shall never get old. The Crompton House links were also a definite highlight, although I didn't take part in them. Thank God for the Oxford trip. I was heartbroken, as you can tell, me being a wonderful sports person and all. But we all knew from the outset, like every in-form competition, Crompton would triumph. Yeah! They were gifted sports people. And one question to finish Year 10. Whoever thought crowd surfing was a good idea? Our final year. Just a bit scary. I'm thinking, yes. We have Mrs. Tuff at the helm telling the stories of Everest and Edmund Hillary. And Miss Battlefield, now Mrs. Ward, congratulations, Miss. Guiding us through our last year. It's been a struggle, but it has been my favourite year. It's the only year we've all been told that we're going to be on the front page of the newspapers because of our results. Just to clarify, is that the Times or the Crompton House newsletter, Miss Carr? We got a new common room, which hadn't had fresh air in it for about 9 years. So me, Fiona and Emily took it upon ourselves to crack open more than a window and whipped open the double doors. Didn't work. And even now, I look forward to what interesting snow will greet me every morning. It was also quite interesting when we all tried to squeeze ourselves in there for the first time. Clearly it didn't work, so to the hall! It was like some form of physical crusade, along moving from one place to the other. Miss Green's face was a picture. So, after deadline after deadline, and mock after mock, we finally made it to tonight, with only 1 week left. It feels a bit weird. We might actually have to do some work on study leave and resist the temptations of loose women and homes under the hammer. And then by the middle of June, it will all be over. Our compulsory education complete. Looking back, it's strange to think that it's all done. But I think there wouldn't be a group of people I would rather have spent 5 years with. Especially my 3 best friends, Fiona, Madeline and Rachel. They'd have lynched me. It really has been amazing. Thank you to everyone who has taught us. Thank you to the heads of years who have tried to manage us. Thank you to all the cover teachers who failed to turn up for lessons. No thank you to the members of the senior leadership team who turned up 5 minutes before the end, catching us red-handed. Sir, of course you have a teacher, they just pop to the roof. But most of all, I'd like to thank each and every one of you. These past 5 years truly have been the best of my life. And without you all, it would have certainly been boring. I wouldn't change them for the world. So, as we all come to midlife life, whether that's to college, to do an apprenticeship, or get a job, or none of these things, I just feel we all need to remember, as a very wise woman once said, on multiple occasions, that our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Or not. Year 7 we were strangers. And now we're all best friends. We couldn't wait to finish, but now it's come to an end. I think we'll all remember what's happened in these 5 years. The joys, the smiles, the laughter, the fallouts and the tears. 2004 to now, we've had the most amazing time. We're going to make the headlines. We're the class of 2009.